Okay, so before we get into the bulk of discussions around what I think is going to be the case for the rest of the month, I just want to give a very fair warning. This video is going to have some pretty big Dragon Ball Daima spoilers, and if you aren't somebody who wants to be spoiled, then maybe just don't watch the video yet, or click off, get caught up on Daima, then watch the video. But, you know, there will be Daima spoilers in this video, so fair warning, let's go. All right, so we have a new Legends information announced here. This is, of course, the rebranded Legends reveals and stuff, which we got our first look at. This is when they announced the Fusion Zamasu, was the first time we saw this. It is, I think, just a downgraded, unfortunately. To me, it does just seem like a downgraded reveals and stuff. It doesn't have the same soul of reveals and stuff. Like, reveals and stuff really felt like there was an attempt to make a connection between the development team and the actual users of the game. It doesn't really feel as much the case with this new format. Again, I've only had one of them, so we'll see if they, you know, try and make improvements moving forward here. But to me, it doesn't feel as accomplished in what I think the goal of this is. I mean, I guess the main goal is just to give us information on what's coming up, but it feels like there was something that was lost in the transition over to this new Legends information format. But regardless, we do have an announcement here. This is going to be normal time this week. So this is Tuesday night at 11 p.m. my time, which is the standard time. I think last time it actually was like an hour earlier for whatever reason, but this week is the standard time. So Eastern time, this should be, what is this, Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern is what this would be on the 11th. So let's see here. We're bringing you info on the newest updates and planned future campaigns. And of course, there will be new character info as well. Don't miss it. That's it. There's not really much else they give us here. So yeah, same standard time as normal Tuesday night. Then the character will release on the 12th, or characters. I mean, sure. On the 12th here is what we're going to be seeing. So before we get into what I think this could be, I will just say this is probably the least confident I've been in, like, just being able to predict a character release in a very long time. We have no idea what this is going to be. So let's just make that very clear. I think there's like 100 possibilities what this could be. They started this month. I mean, I have the trusty calendar pulled up that all I do is just Google calendar in Google, and this is the first thing that comes up. This is the month of February here, and again, I did make a video specifically talking about how I thought the month of February was going to play out. The only things I was extremely confident in was new banner, new character here, and then new banner, new character, most likely the 26th. It's either the 26th or the 28th. They're gonna, depending on if they want to delay it to the final day of the month or not. I saw people saying, oh, PvP season's resetting on the 19th, so they're probably not gonna drop a character here. No, we have a like very consistent and reliable streak of them always essentially always releasing a character on the second week of the month and then the last week of the month. That's every time how it works. For whatever reason, they decided to make this PvP season like one of the world tournament seasons, which goes for 3 weeks. I don't think 3-week seasons should exist, period. But for whatever reason, they decided to do that. So the character releasing on the 12th will actually not coincide with a new PvP season, which to me does actually matter. I think it's better just to have a new character release at the same time as the PvP season resets, because it gives people more time, and it gives them more of a reason to at least try and test the characters. Because if you're somebody who's trying to maintain a rank and you pull for the new character and you have the new character, and a lot of times people don't want to take the risk of learning how a new character works and testing them out before the end of the season, because it could, you know, result in you losing ranks. So I don't like the idea of dropping characters before like a week before a season resets, but that's what they've decided to do here. But regardless, the character is coming out on the 12th. And again, it's very tough to say who this could be. We only have so far a very Cell Saga themed week last week. We have the Zenkai for Purple Perfect Form Cell, or I guess Perfect Cell, not Perfect Form Cell. And then we have the free-to-play Piccolo, the Piccolo fused with Kami that fights against First Form Cell. I don't know if that's going to be indicative of what we get here. If I had to say, I would probably say probably not, but I mean, again, it could be. It's hard to really say. To me, this month is very, very important, and it's much more important than typical months, not including so months outside of anniversary. So anniversary months are the end of May, June, and then July. Those are anniversary months. Legends Fest months are end of November, December, and then very early in January. February, March, April, August, September, October are all quote unquote off months. This is probably the single most important off month we've had in a very long time. And the reason why is because this is the end of Dragon Ball Daima. We have had the episode on the 7th, which was a very big episode. And I imagine we're going to have 3 very big episodes here, here, and here. Typically, they would not wait until the last episode of the entire series to give us a new form or a new fusion. So I am very confident that we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff here and or here, probably both. So I'm looking at the month of February here, and I think whatever we see here or here, there's a chance we could get it here as a drop in the game, right? They have a new fusion introduced, Super Saiyan 3. I don't know, because they have the bugs, obviously. I think that what they're trying to do with that is they're trying to establish a new fusion, right? We have Gogeta, who's the fusion between Goku and Vegeta via the fusion dance. We have Vegeta, who's a fusion between Goku and Vegeta via the Patara earrings. Now there's a third fusion technique. It is the bugs. It's not really a technique. It's a new fusion, method. A new fusion method is the bugs. Introduced in the Demon Realm. So I think there's going to be a new fusion between Goku and Vegeta. It's not going to be Gogeta. It's not going to be Vegeta. It's going to be a new fusion. That really could happen in Legends this week, right? I don't would they really drop that for anniversary? I guess it's possible. Depends how excited people are about it. But if I'm the Dragon Ball Legends development team, even not counting really the ultimate hype stuff, essentially the Beast Gohan equivalent of Daima, I'm thinking about dropping Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Because we just saw Super Saiyan 3 Goku for the first time. I don't think whatever we're going to get here is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And the reason why is because he's not done anything yet. I don't think this is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think if we do get Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he'll be here instead of here. But I think there are 2 major options, 2 major characters we could potentially see drop here. The first one is, again, I'll just say Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. They are waiting a very long time for him. If it was up to me, if it was up to me, I would have released him when he debuted in the show. But they've waited a long time to drop him. And so I'm thinking it's probably not going to be Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, actually. I think what they're probably doing with him is they've made the decision at this point to just wait and probably get some more animations for him. Maybe Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta ends up fighting with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Maybe they want to do a dual banner with Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku on dual LF banners. Maybe that's something they want to do for part 2 of the anniversary. I don't know. But there's very clearly a reason why they don't want to drop Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta yet from Daima, because they haven't done it yet. If they wanted to drop him, they would have dropped him already. So they're waiting for something. Not sure what it is yet, but I think at least he's on the table here. The other character is Goma. We do have quite a lot of animations from Goma's fight in the prior episode, which is here, right? We just had the episode. It was episode 17 of Daima. Goma did do a lot of stuff. Essentially, I would say the second half of the episode, maybe the last 60% of the episode, was essentially just Goma manhandling all the Z fighters, basically, right? It was Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Majin Ku, Majin Du, Glorio, and who else was there? It was Ponzi was kind of helping out, and it was Tamagami 1 also jumped in as well. They were all getting clobbered by Goma. So Goma, I think, is a real character. We had a lot of animations played out in that episode. They could make, honestly, they could make almost multiple characters out of all the animations we got from Goma in this one episode. I think there's a really solid chance they could actually give us a new Goma here. Potentially here too, but I'm going to put him here. The only question I have for Goma is he is a very, very big character. Do we think they're able to actually get him into the game? I would hope so, because this is going to I mean, at this point, it's pretty obvious this guy's going to be the final villain of Daima. It's possible he does like a transformation and there's like a new form that we're going to get later for him, but he's the final villain of Daima. So, you know, we kind of missed out on Cell Max being in the game because he's just too big. I don't think Goma's definitely not as big as Cell Max, so I think it's a little bit more realistic to get him into the game, but Goma is certainly bigger than Tamagami number 3, right? There's a shot. You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to pull this up so that we can have a reference here. Okay, so here's a picture of Goku facing off against Tamagami number 3. This is pretty accurate, I think, to how these characters are depicted in Legends. I think this is pretty good in terms of size, right? Daima Goku is usually around this size, and Tamagami number 3 is one of the bigger characters. I think the only character really that's like very clearly bigger than Tamagami number 3 is Fusion Zamasu, the corrupted Fusion Zamasu. And if you Corrupted Fusion Zamasu is actually so big that there are certainly a lot of instances where his like arm is clipping through the opponent, and there's a few wonky issues with his model being so big. So I don't really know if he's like around the limit, right? Corrupted Fusion Zamasu, they can't really do a character bigger than him unless they change the way the game works, because at that point it would just look really weird. But Tamagami number 3 this is how he looks compared to Goku. This is how Goma looks compared to Vegeta. I mean, it's pretty, he's like, I don't know if he's twice the size of Tamagami 3, but he's significantly bigger than Tamagami number 3. So it's going to be tough to get this guy into the game. Are they going to have to do the thing where they like zoom the camera out? There was, if you guys were playing back, this was when Blue Topo first dropped. This was before the first ever Legends Festival. Blue Topo. Topo's a big character. The first time they ever dropped Topo into the game, they actually zoomed the camera out a little bit. So for those of you who played the game like way back in the day, the game actually had a more zoomed in camera prior to Blue Topo dropping, but when Blue Topo dropped, they actually had to zoom the camera out because Topo is a very wide, got a very wide frame. Is how the way we'll word it. Very wide framed character. Are they going to do the same thing with this guy? I mean, this guy, Vegeta's the size of his hand. His hand is the size of Vegeta, Goma. So, I mean, it's going to be tough, man. They got to find a way to do this, though. I mean, I said the same thing for Cell Max, and we still don't have him in the game yet, but Cell Max is certainly bigger than Goma. This is like pushing the limits of the game, though. Having a character to this size, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. They might have to artificially shrink him like 20% to get him into the game, but we'll see. This is a big character. But I mean, again, we have a lot of animations for Goma already from that one episode. I think they could drop him. And something else I'll mention as well is, again, Purple Cell dropped here, the Zenkai for Purple Cell. If we take a look, I think I should just sort this by purple. Who do you guys think was the last major purple release? By major purple release, I mean new LF character or new Ultra character that was purple. Let's sort by purple. Actually, we don't even. We'll just go through. We'll go through the history of releases here. Zamasu, red. I don't know. I'm not going to count this character because this character is 2/3 blue. I don't think that doesn't deserve being called purple. They're a third purple, sure. Daima Goku, no. We also had Beast Gohan. Daima Goku, no. Super Saiyan 2 into 3 Goku, no. Rose, no. Vegito Blue, no. Then we had Majin Vegeta, who was yellow. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who was red. We had Ultra Turles, who was blue. Spirit Bomb Goku, one-handed Spirit Bomb Goku, Tree Might Goku, who's yellow. Broly red. Omega green. And then the last purple character was this guy. This guy came out in July. It's been July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We're like 7 to 8 months since the last premiere purple character. Again, we had like Garlic Jr. dropped, who was purple. We had like Days, who was purple. Some free-to-play characters, Tamagami 3. This character's 1/3 purple, 17. So we've had like 1% Sparkings, and we've of course had some Zenkais who are purple, and just like not premier headlining premium characters that have been purple. So it has been way overdue for us to get a purple character. Let's actually go here. Purple LF Zenkai. This cell being a purple powerful opponent Zenkai buffer, dropping here. Again, we are overdue for a new premium purple release. I could see them dropping an LF purple Goma here. And Cell's Zenkai here means that the main purpose of this Zenkai would be to buff the purple LF Goma here. So if they do announce Goma, I actually probably expect him to be purple because we are super overdue for him. Actually, purple fits the theme of Goma because like all of his attacks are purple. He has like the third eye is basically what he's using to get all the power that he's generating. A lot of the times when he's using the power of the third eye, it is purple. Like you can see purple outlines of energy around things he's controlling with the third eye. So it really does fit the character. We are overdue for a purple character. We just got a Zenkai purple Cell here. We just had the episode here, which has a lot of animations for Goma. Goma seems like a pretty I don't want to say a safe bet here, but he seems like a very highly likely character they could drop here. Again, there's a lot of characters they could drop here, but to me seems like a very highly likely pick. We could certainly see just things from the Cell Saga as well. They could do like, and I also think they could also do an Ultra character here. We usually don't see Ultra characters drop in the middle of the month. We've had two different instances of this happening. The first one was Rose, Ultra Rose. The reason why I think they did that is because that was a Battle Hour announcement, and Battle Hour was announced at like a very inconvenient time for Legends. So I think they probably had to rearrange some of the releases they did for that month, and they probably just ended up giving Rose the middle of the month slot because they wanted to coincide him with that being a Battle Hour announcement. But that was Rose. And then the other instance of this was Ultra Janemba. But let's be real, that was that movie celebration was the last celebration before Legends Fest 2023. And they did not want to release Ultra Janemba as the last major character before Legends Fest. They clearly wanted to give that spot to Super Gogeta. Do I have to explain why? No. That's why they made Janemba the middle of the month slot. And they wanted to make people very anxious to use their CC for Super Gogeta at the end of the month before Legends Fest started. So, I mean, it's very possible this could actually be an Ultra character because we are in, I would call it, uncharted territory with there being, you know, the hype final climax of Daima ongoing here. Maybe they want to drop an Ultra here so that they could drop whatever happens here or here in the final week of the month. So there's, you know, instant transmission Goku from the Cell games. We could get maybe some kind of new Gohan. What if it's like a Goku revives into Gohan? I don't know. I don't think they would do an Ultra Cell, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because they typically don't give us Zenkais for the same LF character and then give us like a new LF or a new Ultra of the same character like the same month. It usually doesn't work that way. So I actually think the chances of us getting an Ultra Cell, I wouldn't say they're low because they could definitely do it, but I wouldn't put it at like #1 on my list right now. But yeah, there's a lot they could do here. It's really hard to tell, but I think with this being the final month, the grand finale, climax, the hype, the peak of Daima, this is the month where they really have to capitalize on the hype of Daima. That whatever hype there that exists for Daima, the entire series has been building up to these last few episodes. I think they could do like a Goma LF character. They could do some kind of like, I don't know, 1% sparking Majin Du. They could give us 1% sparking, you know, like Lightning Glorio. There's a lot they could do with the 1% sparking. 1% sparking Tamagami #1, Majin Ku. They could even do multiple 1% sparkings. They could give us, what if it was LF Goma and then the 1% sparkings were Majin Du and the other one was Majin Ku? That'd be a pretty cool banner, right? I actually really do like Goma. I think a lot of his animations were so cool in the episode. So he would probably be my pick here, but again, there's a lot coming here and a lot coming here. So I would really keep my eye on the release here as well, but we got a lot of animations to use in episode 17 that dropped on the 7th here. So we'll see, but I would consider this to be the end game of Daima, right? We're in the end game of Daima. This is the month they need to capitalize on it. And then also March. March is another month we're going to have to talk about once we get into March here. But March is a month where I'm also going to be talking about, okay, the release on the 12th of March, where's Super Saiyan 3 Goku? Where's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Where's, you know, whatever we get at the end? Where's Super Saiyan Demon Form Goku? Where's Fusion? I don't even know what they would call him, like Veggie-Ku or whatever the hell the new fusion is going to be called. And the same thing on the 26th. Where is this? Where is that? So we're going to be talking about Daima stuff in March as well. I think April, probably they're not going to do Daima stuff, because at that point it would kind of just be 2 months from the end, and I don't know if they'd want to drag it out that long. But I could also see something like Anniversary starts. Where would it start? Like here, the 24th, and then in June on part 2 that drops like here or something. We could maybe get like more Daima stuff here. So we are now in the end game of Daima. I think there is a very high chance we could start getting some major LF characters from the climax final battle with Goma starting this week. We do have the announcement for Legends information coming this week, so we will of course be covering everything we talk about. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys want to see released this week for Legends? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.